So I just finished crashing out over this deck, and I'm sure you will see that later, but first we're going to get into the deck list. We're talking about Red Purple Uta today. Now, Red Purple Uta is a really cool leader, and I love what she does. She's got a when attacking, you may trash one film card from your hand, and then give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power for the turn, and then add up to one Dawn from your Dawn deck as rested. So you ramp this way by chucking film cards, and then you can also set up things to be removed or have more powerful swings. So Red Purple Uta is really cool. Let's get into the deck list. We got, of course, 4 Otamas. Just, you know, on play, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power for the turn, and it's got a 2k counter. Excellent card. Red staple. Next we got Uta. So Uta is film. You look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to one red-haired pirates card, and then add it to your hand. So this deck does a bit of merging of red-haired pirates and of film, and you'll see that throughout the rest of the deck. Next, we got Karina, a film card that's a blocker with an on-play, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power for the turn. This is super good to try and eliminate some high-cost people while still getting value with the blocker. Also, I just got the alt art of the Karina, so heck yeah. Shout out to Natty Tank for giving me that. Next, we got Baccarat, a film card, 3-cost blocker. You know what Baccarat does. You can trash a card from your hand and give one of your leaders or characters plus 2,000 power for the battle. So you get a free 2k brick, which is super good in this deck because we run a bricks. Next, we got Beppo, 3-cost, 2k power, 2k counter with a Dawn × 1 when attacking. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 3,000 power or less. This is really good to just plop down on the field, and you can actually hit up to 5,000 power character combined with Uta's ability. So it works pretty well in the early game if you don't have a better play. Speaking of better plays, Lucky Roo. 4-cost, 2k power blocker that on play you can trash a character with a card of a power of 6,000 or more from your hand. It draws you cards. So if you're like super bricked up, or maybe you're not seeing exactly what you want, for instance, maybe you need one of these 10-cost shanks to set up for later turns, this is really good to play out. Uta, from the starter deck, 6-cost, 4k power, 2,000 power counter. If you have a character with 10,000 power or more, give this card in your hand minus 4 cost. So at the end of the game, you can plop these down super easily and still have tons of Dawn to swing at board. And it's got blocker. Super amazing card. And it's film, so you can chuck it for your leader ability. 4 of the 7-cost, 7k power, 1k counter Ben Beckman's, of course. Benjamin Beckman, he's our boy. On play, trash one of your opponent's characters with a power of 6,000 or less. So you can hit 8k with Uta. Now, this card I think is really good in this deck because I think that Uta needs some sort of engine that can eliminate cards each turn, like no matter what, not necessarily with on plays. So Edward Newgate fits that bill. He's basically your best 7 Dawn play, I think. Beckman is a close second, but with this card, you can give a rested Dawn card to Uta. You can use Uta's ability when attacking. So you're swinging for 6, minus 2,000 power to a character, ramp again. So next turn you'll actually be at 10 Dawn, and then use his activate main to KO a character with 5,000 or less. This card kind of makes your mid-game work, I think, with this deck. Next we have the 9-cost 10k Shanks, that if your opponent has a character with 8,000 base power or more, give this card in your hand minus 3 costs. So you can actually play it out for 6. And then you can also, if your leader has a red-haired pirates type or is Uta, your leader gains plus 2,000 power. So it turns it into 7k for their turn. This is very good, and it is that defense that Uta needs later in the game. But I only run 2 of them because I really want to run these Shanks here, these 10-cost, 12k power Shanks with the on play, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 10,000 power or less. Combined with Uta's ability, if you swing first with Uta, trash a film card, minus 2,000 power to something, then play out Shanks, you can hit a 12k body, which is basically anything on the field. Very good, specifically with Uta. It's also film, so you can chuck it early, because, for instance, you're not going to need this at the beginning of the game. So this is the perfect card. It has no counter, perfect card to chuck early for Uta's ability. Just make sure that you find another one, because this is probably one of the best cards in the deck. We have the 10 cost 12k Rush Shanks with the all of your opponent's characters have minus 1000 power ability. This card is good, but if I'm going to redo the deck, I think I would add more of this Shanks actually instead, just because it felt like I was lacking defense in the late game. Although, man, this card is good too. This card is powerful. It's up to y'all, but I might try and run this Shanks instead. Next, we have 2 Divine Departure, which I mostly use for counter, actually, but it is very, very good to hit anything that's 8,000 power or less, like Mihawk, Dracula Mihawk, that 8k, yeah, that blocker Mihawk is crazy. That hits it. Blocker Katakuri, that hits it. Such a good card. I would recommend running 2 of these. Gum Gum Mole Pistol, super solid. And then I have Gum Gum Lightning. This is another removal spell, and it's our only purple spell in the entire deck. But when you get it to 10 Dawn, you can basically play this out for free. You cost 2, and then because you minus the 2 Dawn that you just spent, and then you're going to get it back the next turn anyway. So I think that this is really good later. It can be good early if you really need to remove something, because it's so cheap. And you can hit an 8k thing combined with Uta's ability. So this is the deck list that I'm running. And friends, we struggle hard. I really crash out. Now, usually in these videos, I do 3 wins. I include 3 wins so you can kind of see the deck in action and see it succeed. I could not get a 3rd win to save my freaking life. Now, the reason why, I think partly, is because we had to play OP-13 on the sim, because this Lucky Root is PRB. So technically PRB comes out on the 3rd, October 3rd, and right now it is September 29th. So in like, Friday, this card will be legal. However, currently it's not. This card is a must for this deck, I think. And so because of that, now I had to play against OP-13 leaders, and my gosh, they just crush Uta. I feel like Uta being 4 life is so hard to deal with, but maybe I am just, making excuses. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Check out these games and you'll find out. All right, now we're going up against Red Green Luffy. We're going to try and go second. We do have 2 film cards here that we can get rid of, but I'd like to have that 1 cost Uta. There we go, Uta, and we still have 2 film cards. This is a much better hand. With 2 film cards on this turn, we will hit 7 very, very quickly, and then we can play out our Newgate and just wreck face. So we will play out Uta. Find. Ooh. We want big Rush Shanks. We want Beckman. This Shanks is red-haired and film, so I think we're going to go with that one. We can chuck him instead, and we can hold on to our 2K, which would be ideal. So here, a Jewelry Bunny makes sense. Another big honkin' Shanks. As we have so many big Shanks, I think we can play out Baccarat here. So what we'll do is we will swing in for 6. Boom, bam, bop. Go ahead and use our card action, get rid of a Shanks. It doesn't really matter. The minus 2000 is really good in the late game. But in the early game, you want to be trashy just to get the rest to Dawn. We could actually play out Beppo here, and we could just start eating these chump blockers. Yeah, let's play out Beppo, and we can hold on to Baccarat. Because I want to eat this. That could be yummy to eat. And then we can use Newgate. Yeah. So we swing 3K at Luffy. And then we and then we kill this chump blocker. Oh wow, we can actually kill the Cavendish next turn too. We have to eat this. But here's the play. We have 7 Dawn. Oh, we drew a 2K film. Ideal. So, in order to do this correctly, we have to boom this. Just, it doesn't matter what we attacking. We just attacking something. Pop that little girl. Then, what we will do is I think we get rid of Baccarat here because I want to hold on to this Shanks and I want this Shanks Uta combo. They just have to resolve this. Wait, what? He didn't see how much Beppo was? Reggie. Okay, now this is gonna hurt, y'all. This is gonna hurt. Yeah, get rid of Baccarat. Bring Cavendish down to 4K. Oh, yeah. And then pop Cavendish. Your turn. Next turn, we are at 10 Dawn. We can play this Shanks for 6. Play. Well, actually, that's if they play something huge. Oh. This is a really good card. But it's not good enough. Okay. So what are they going to do? Swing 9 at Newgate? I think we save him with Uta. I think they're just going to swing lead, right? Oh, okay. You may have Beppo. I will allow it. Okay. I think the best thing to do here is to just go hard. Play big bodies. We have our biggest body. Shanks. Perhaps we swing 5 first. Let's poke at lead. See what happens. Oop-a-da-poke. Okay. Gonna counter out. We'll just pop this Shanks. And do we swing lead and give him another card, or we just kill Nami? I think we just kill Nami here. Now we have 2 2Ks. We have our removal spell, Gum Gum Lightning. We got another Newgate we could play if they decide to kill this one, which they probably should. But if they don't, like, it's getting dicey here. Okay, we can pop this. There's got to be a way we can pop this, right? Specifically, if we pull heat. If we pull exactly what we need, we can pop it. Of course. Die. Oh my gosh. Yo, just like that, it is over. GG to my opponents. That is just the power of Uta. This is when she is strongest, is in this right here at the border where you have already established a 10 cost body. And now they play out their biggest boss monster and we just pop it instantaneously. The good thing about this Shanks though too is that, like, say it's a 12k body. Like, the only thing that's bigger than that is like Goldie Roger. We swing in with Uta, we trash a film card, boom, and then we play the Shanks. A good game to my opponent. Let's get into the next one. Alright, so we're going up against Buggy D Clown. We're going to try and go second here, and this is a very solid hand. We got our Newgate straight out of the gate. We have our Searcher Utas. We have 2 of them. We got a Lucky Roo to play on 4. We're basically set. So what we want, we pull Otama, another 2k. Let's try and find some... Alright. Let's take the Shanks just to have a 10 cost. But what I'm normally looking for is the 10 cost Shanks that pops a 10,000 power character. Because he's filmed too, I can use him for the leader ability. But this is fine. This is okay. This one also, we could draw cards with Lucky Roo. Since we picked up the Shanks, we can just get rid of the Shanks. I want to keep the Newgate to play on 7. And so that is what we are going to do. Here, I don't like taking the first hit, so we're going to just give Otama. I just don't like taking that first hit. It feels super bad. Okay, we pull another 2k, so I don't feel too bad about taking it. Here, let's go ahead and chuck this Uta to ramp. Card action. Get rid of Uta and choose no targets. Ramped to 5. So the next turn we will be able to play Newgate at 7, which is Poggy Woggy. Unless they play the Crockhawk next, we're in a pretty good position. Perfect. We got the 10-drop Shanks and another 2k. That was an excellent pitch. An excellent pitch. We got almost exactly what we wanted. So let's see. Does a Crockhawk come out? Crockhawk would be very hard to beat for this deck. All right, it is the Dracula Mihawk. So he gets to draw to trash 1 and establish a blocker, but that blocker is not going to do much. Not versus ya boy. So what we're going to do here is I see the line. We're going to go ahead and get rid of another Otama. We're going to draw a card. Oh my gosh, we just keep getting heat, y'all. Absolute heat. This is the way you do it. You gotta play out Newgate first. Boom. Attach that Dawn. Attack for 6k. We're gonna use card action. Chuck this Shanks. Get rid of it. And let's see what they decide to do. They're gonna counter out. Smart. Smart lad. Boom. We pop the Mihawk just like that. And on to the next one. So they're probably searching for their Crockhawk now, because you don't want to keep eating stuff like that. Another one. So they got the 07, the 09 Crocodile. What are they gonna get this time? I can tell they're not. It's not the Crockhawk, because that would be just like a instant get, unless they got like 4 buggies and a Crockhawk. Then maybe you get the buggy. But, unfortunate. He's really taking his time figuring this out. There it is. The Crocodile and Mihawk. So what did he put at the bottom? What did he have to place at the bottom to do that? He trashes the Crockhawk to play Crocodile? Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Now, who's he playing with this Crocodile? There we go. Kabaji. Which makes sense. We're not going to ramp anymore. So we're just going to do no blocker. And we're going to go just give him a 2k. That's fine. It's okay. These guys are not long for this world anyway. They're both gonna be popped next turn. Unfortunately for my opponent, both of them. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. Yeah, we're gonna swing low. Use our card action. Get rid of this. Boom. Okay. So now we pop this blocker. And then pop that Crocodile. And end our turn. Now we got 1 card in hand, but they only got 3. And our board is friggin' stacked. It's huge. And they don't have enough to play out Big Buggy. Oh my gosh. They had to play him out for 4. Oh no. This is like nightmare scenario for Buggy D Clown. We're gonna eat the hit because I want the card. Wow. Here, let's go ahead and we have a few things we can do. Let's go ahead and play out them. See, this card doesn't even have blocker yet. It doesn't even have blocker yet. Unhinged. I think that we take Beckman here. And let's just lay out the Beckman. It doesn't really matter what we trash. They don't even have blocker. So, really, I just want something to... like, eventually they might get blocker. And I do not want that. So, boom. There we go. We have 2 blockers on the field. We have our rotating, like, removal. 10 costs, 7 costs. This is a disgusting game right here. Now, hopefully, my opponent can turn it around. They need to get the Crockhawk. This buggy cheats out somebody, which is good. And to have that buggy is also solid. 6-7, not bad. Okay, another 2K, perfect. So we have a little bit of blocking here, but this buggy doesn't hit anything. Not anything that I'm actually swinging with. I'm gonna eat that hit too, because why the frick not at this point? Oh geez, I think this is probably lights out. Let's go ahead and see here. Do this. We're going to set 2 Udon back, kill that guy. 6, 7, 8, 9. Swing 9 at face. We'll swing. Yep. Yeah. They're bricked up basically. We got 9 again, and you can't stop the 12. But even if they did, like, I was gonna even probably swing with this one for 6. Good game to my opponent. Sometimes you draw the heat, and sometimes you just can't. He really shouldn't have trashed that Crockhawk. Trashing the Crockhawk, I think, was a mistake. Can't imagine what else he saw. I mean, he trashed a buggy too, but oh well. A good game to my opponent. Bad news, friends. This is day 2 of Red Purple Uta because I just could not get another dub last night. Normally, I try to get at least 3 wins for y'all on video, but we're gonna go again. Night number 2. I haven't had to do this for a video yet, but here's the thing, friends, is that I think Red Purple Uta is fun, but I don't think it's that good. I don't think it's that good right now. Maybe if she had 5 life, but she's only got 4. She's only got 4 life, so she kind of sucks. I don't know. We'll see. Let's game through. Alrighty, so let's go ahead. Day number 2, like I said, let's get this started. Not enough searchers. There we go. We got some searcher. We got another a film card, so maybe perhaps we can try to ramp here. We have our lucky roof for turn 2. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully this is good. This is probably going to be an Onami type build because we are playing an OP-13. I wanted to play with this PRBO2 card, so that's thus the OP-13. We'll go ahead and take that Shanks and end our turn just so. Now, I'm a huge Blue Yellow Nami enjoyer. Y'all on the channel, if you haven't seen my Blue Yellow Nami video, go check it out. It's pretty good. I go through some budget options for Blue Yellow Nami. However, yeah, here we go. Yeah, we'll eat this one. And yeah, of course, they're gonna get a draw card too because they took a life. Classic Nami shenanigans. So here we're going to go ahead and first let's attack Uta into Yamato here, 2 into 0. Of course, they don't do that. They're gonna block, but we are going to trash a film card, and choose our targets. But we're gonna ramp. We're gonna ramp, and hopefully we can pull a Edward Newgate here. Shnikes. Okay, no Edward Newgate, but that's okay. We got another film card or another ramp. Here they're gonna just swing into us, and I think we give them a 2K. We'll give them Otama and call it a day. Give them Otama and call it a day. We draw into Newgate. It's literally ideal. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna go ahead and do something like this. Use our action. Get rid of a film card. Bring that down. And then swing 6 into... I assume they're gonna jump to 7, of course. And then we rest and end our turn. So we did the play line. That is ideal. You got a Lucky Roo into Edward Newgate, and now next turn we are at 10 done, so we can play a big character. Unfortunately, we don't have any big characters yet, but that's fine. It's okay because we have some removal. We can kind of just stall it out a little bit. Mulgun, lightning, we got it all. I think that we will probably just block this because they're not quite to Kid level. And when Kid starts coming down, the life starts getting trashed. I don't want that to happen. If I can avoid extra hits in my life, I think that's probably the right call. So here, I don't know what they're waiting on, what else they have to do. They literally played this turn. Oh, this is the first time I'm actually reading this young girl card. Hey, that's pretty good. Draw one, trash one, and then you can give a Residon to your Nami every turn. That's not too bad. I think there's better cards that do something similar, but that ain't bad. So here, we're going to go ahead and just Mole Pistol, and I think we swing in big. I think we swing in big here too. We'll just kill that. I think we keep Young Girl on the field. Not a big deal. Maybe we swing in... Okay, we have 6. We could play out Uta. 5 and then 8. Yeah, we'll swing 5. And then 8, and just go ahead and put out another blocker onto the field. No need to ramp, we're already at 10 Dawn, so didn't have to trash the Uta here. And let's see what they decide to do. I'm assuming that they're going to chuck a card and go up to 7. But then we will just swing it for 8 and be fine. Yeah, there we go. We'll swing 8. Give me another 2K. Nami probably has him. There we go. Now, did my eyes deceive me? Or was that a Momonosuke? The Rush Momonosuke. Wow. Okay, Red Rock, the classic. And what are you going to do? Swing an 8? I think that might be the call there. Another young girl. They can still swing an 8. Because they can give up to 2 Residon. Yeah, come on. Yeah, there you go. Okay, just going to swing in 7, and we're just going to take. No big deal. Oof. We're kind of getting crushed here. We have so much removal. And nothing else really. So you know what we're gonna do is maybe we just swing big with Uta, I think. Like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 8 and then 9. We have a bunch of removal spells, but what's the point? No, we'll do 8 and 8 and then leave Dawn up for Divine Departure. That's the play. See, swinging 8, though, means that we clear the 7K. We can at least get some cards out of hand. Still not a lot going on here. Come on. Decide which cards to get rid of. At least chuck a brick with your leader ability. And then a 2K. There we go. So we're going to swing in 8 again. And then we'll leave 1 Dawn up for Divine Departure. And we'll pass. And then pass our turn. Might be funny to see young girl swinging into other young girl. Oh, Odin. See, I was expecting Odin. Jeez Louise. Let's go no blocker. And yeah, we'll go ahead and jump to 8. And then jump to 10. Now let's pray for something good. What's going on? We're pulling absolute garbage right now. The unfortunate thing is we could try, you know what, maybe we just try and empty out their hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could empty out their hand by trying just going hard at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, this takes more than that. This is 6. It's tricky. It's tricky. I'm not sure if it's worth it to just go hard. I think maybe we keep the pressure up. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 twice. Let's do that. Force some more cards to be taken here. There we go. So that was... So now we can force at least 1 more. And I didn't leave a Dawn up, but I really wanted to swing twice. So we got a life down, though. Yeah, that's what I expected. Bada bing, bada boom. Kid. Crashing that lightning. But that's okay. We can chuck a brick here to go up to 7. But since we don't have any other, I don't think it makes sense. Let's go ahead and let's take it. Oh, a Baccarat. Where are my big guys? I got rid of that Shanks at the very beginning and it completely screwed me over. I wonder if we just try to end it. To end it here. They left 2 Dawn up though. They have 7 cards. I mean, this looks rough. We could play some more blockers and then just swing. But the problem is this kid too. You know what? Here's what we'll do. We'll play out Karina. We will, that brings him down to 7. We'll Divine Departure him just to get rid of him. And then we will swing in for 6. And maybe that buys us another turn if we block. If we block, it buys us a turn. They can't play kid. We don't have a life. I mean, they could play kid. Uh-oh. No, I think that's it. No, Chico. No, Chico, no. No, Chico. No. Oh, no. Yeah, we're screwed now. That's 2 on Odin, and I only got 3k counter, baby. He's gonna refresh, swing 1 more time, and that's lights freaking out. No blocker, and ouch. Oof. Alrighty, we're going up against a Jewelry Bonnie. Game 2 of day 2. Let's see how it goes. This is a pretty solid hand. We have our film cards that we can chuck. We have Uta to search for our red-haired pirates. Preferably we can get a oh, it's another film card. Preferably we can get a Lucky Roo, exactly what I wanted. So we're gonna do the Uta Lucky Roo into Edward Newgate combo because we got the film cards that we can trash. Gonna do no blocker here. Hello? Hey. No. The night before. Yes. Alright. Wait. My wife is doing big time making. She's like, did you watch the baby girl's hair? I'm like, yeah, I did, but the other day, not yesterday. Here we go. Boom. We're going to go ahead and use our card action. We're going to chuck Baccarat. It doesn't really matter, again, what we minus, as long as we do minus some. So, boom, and then we're going to play out the Lucky Roo. Yeah, no big deal here. No big deal. This is why we attack first, friends, so that they have to rest this. Boom. Oh, more film cards and another searcher. This is pretty solid. That is a pretty solid work here. So next turn, we can play out our Edward Newgate. And then we'll be at that 10 done, like, really, really quickly. Which is going to be swaggy. So we're going to go ahead and do no blocker. We'll get rid of this Karina here and pass the turn. I'm assuming they might have a, yeah, Cavendish. That's the classic. Oof. Another blocker. These blockers are going to be a pain in my butt. But not going to be too bad because here is the plan. We do this. We use our card action. We chuck a film character. I'm thinking it's going to be Karina so that we could potentially search for our red-haired pirates if we do not get any in the next turn. They're going to take life aggressively. We're going to KO the Cavendish. Oh, but it does that. Not a big deal. We're going to go ahead and swing into the blocker and get that instead. This is basically like a pseudo rush. So the fact that we can kind of get anything done with it is pretty good, and it's not really a threat of being attacked because they're about to hit 7 Dawn and they had to give a 2k to block their blocker. I may go ahead and swing honestly 2 again into it, see if we can't bait out another 2k and just use him as a pseudo blocker basically. Oh my gosh, we are eating their 2Ks alive from their blocker. They do not want this to be done. Now, they're going to go ahead and drop that carrot, probably swing in for... we're not going to block that, obviously, but I feel like that was a mistake. Maybe you swing in with Cavendish first. Yeah, so that you can get your Dawn back. But maybe they play in a Rouge here and are fine. They're searching for an Rouge. I'm certain of it. So here, this is unfortunate because we don't have 10 Dawn. What we'll go ahead and do is search for somebody that we can play here. I'm thinking that we go ahead and pick up the Beckman so that we can go ahead and play the Beckman, kill this carrot, and just be done with it that way. We're going to go ahead and swing into 6 at the Cavendish here. And we can, you know what? We have a lot of 2Ks. Let's use our card action to swing 6 into 4. So it's more likely that they block with one of their blockers here. And we're leaving a Dawn up for Divine Departure, of course. Now, they're probably also deciding, hey, do I want to rest one of the leader, like one of the characters? Probably going to rest Beckman. And then in that case, we are subject to an Electric Luna would be pretty devastating. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Yes, and like I said, they, of course, blocked out. So now they're going to hit 10 Dawn. I'm sorry, 9 Dawn. Yeah, We just hit 10 so early with this Uta build. It's hard to beat. It's hard to beat, friends. They're going to have so much Dawn coming back up once they swing with the dish. Now, we have our 2Ks and we have our 1K here. I think that we give it all she's got, Captain, and save him. I would prefer that. They could still swing 8 again into him, but I feel like that is unlikely. Let's do it. I want to save him, if at all possible. Maybe she'll swing into the Beckman here instead. Or she might keep one up. So it'll probably be Beckman. I'd rather Beckman die. I already got his on play off. Newgate is much better suited to the task. Here, I think what we do for our next turn is, even with just what we have, assuming we have Newgate, we can Gum Gum Mole Pistol, Dracula Mihawk, and then KO Kushiro. Then we rest Newgate. Yes, we will go ahead and take this. Oh, perfect. Then we rest Newgate to, well, great. Well, it's 5 cost or lower, so we can definitely kill him with Newgate, so it's not that big of a deal. And then we start swinging. I think we have to start swinging. We could do our 10 cost Shanks here, but what does that actually kill? Not a lot. Not a lot. So I think that this is the play. I'm going to do this. Kill one of them. He's going to rest instead. So boom. We're going to swing into it. Try and kill these guys. Kill these little guys. No, we shouldn't have done that. We should have gone ahead and, oh my gosh, we should have done our activate main. Unfortunate. And we don't have enough for another Beckman. We do have enough for Divine Departure. So I think that's what we do. Yeah. Swing in like that. We'll swing 5 into life. And then 7 at the dish. That could have been a catastrophic misplay, actually. Oof. We don't have a lot of counter. No blockers. This is extremely dicey. Although they trashed 2 cards to get to save Cavendish. So it's not bad, and a 10 drop is definitely not coming down unless they swing with Cavendish first. Ooh, close game, friends. Close game. Doesn't look like they're seeing what they want. They got Jewelry Bonnie. They got another Jewelry Bonnie. How many Jewelry Bonnies are they finding? Wowie zowie. He spent 5 Dawn just looking for Jewelry Bonnie. We're gonna go ahead and give Uta. There's no, we have nothing that we can do to save it, so might as well just let it fall. They must have found absolutely nothing, which is very sad. Incredible work here. I'm glad that we found this. We're saving our Edward Newgate. I think we just try and swing into Cavendish would be the easiest thing to do because of this stupid little guy. This stupid guy is a pain. And then another blocker. Holy frig. Okay. All right. Now we have a couple options. We would be KO'd by an opponent's effect. So I can just straight up, you know what? We do this. It trashes the Cavendish and just kind of skirts around that one anyway. Not a big deal. Let's now here's the thing, do we swing at life? Do we swing at face and try and see if they block out? Yeah, let's just poke. See what they do. We're gonna play this Baccarat. I always forget about that. Wow. So they got out of everything, basically. But, you know what? Better that than this Baccarat. So, we should have swung with the Newgate. This poor Newgate, I keep misplaying, and he hasn't done anything. He's just been rested the whole game. Poor guy. Oh my gosh. In case we get Hody Jonesed, I think that we have to block this. I think we have to go up to 7 here. Just in case of the Hody Jones. Okay. Roronoa Zoro. How do we get out of this? Doesn't look good. We got an Otama. Okay, this is on an opponent's attack that it says it's active. So, maybe we just rest and kill it. There we go. Here, we have 3 attacks. 5. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 8, 9, 10. Let's swing. Okay. We can do 9, 9, 9. Actually, let's do 8. Maybe we shouldn't have swung with Baccarat first. I feel like if we don't win here, though, we're gonna lose. They have the end game here. This is the end game. Here we go. What's the plan? And then, oh no! How did I miscalculate that? Oh my gosh, this is so bad. I'm crashing out on this deck, y'all. I'm crashing out on this deck. Golly. Ushiru, frick you, dog. Frick you. Hate your guts, scumbag. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, this is so bad. Oh yeah, let me ramp. Okay. KGG. We'll try one more time. Okay. We're going up against Charlotte Lin. OP-13 Charlotte Lin. Can we perhaps, maybe, for the love of all that is holy, get another dub with this strategy? Friends, unfortunately, I don't know if it's in the cards. I really don't. Here, what we're gonna do though, I think we just play really aggressive. And trash just to get an extra Dawn. Ugh. Ay. This. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. We're gonna block. Okay. We're at 6 Dawn. Oof. I would prefer to be at 7, but we did not go second, unfortunately. We went first. Here we have no real great play. I think the idea is to do this, swing, use card action, we'll chuck. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We just want to ramp as fast as possible. And then we'll play Lucky Roo and pitch. We'll pitch a Beckman. Okay, we got another Newgate. So I think the next turn we'll be at 9 Don, unless we get something crazy. I think we play Beckman and trash Basil Hawkins so that we don't activate the on KO ability. But we shall see. We're gonna go ahead and eat this so that we don't have to use Lucky Roo as of yet. But who knows? Who knows? Y'all, I've officially crashed out on this deck. I've been playing this deck for so long, and I have seen no fruit. I have seen no fruit of all my labor. Oh my gosh. You're gonna kill me? You're gonna kill Lucky Roo? You son of a gun. This is it. This is the end. It's over. Okay. We'll draw a card. What do we got here? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do this. Yep. See ya, wouldn't want to be a... We're gonna be at 10 Dawn next turn anyway, so I don't see the need to ramp. We'll play out Uta, look for a 10 cost. Perfect. We'll swing in for 5 and cry a little bit inside. We have our 2Ks. We have Divine Departure that we can use to get out of something. And we got our big dog. We got a big dog. So, our 10 Dawn turn is secure, basically. Here, we're going to go ahead and Divine Departure to get out of this, since we only need 8. They're looking at their life and being silly geese. Boom. Divine Departure, get out of it. Now, Nami's going to swing. We're going to block. Or, let's get rid of Beppo. No need for Beppo. Uta is better later. Oh, sweet. Since we didn't have 3, that was a sucky play. You gotta read the card, homie. Read the card to find out what they do. Here, we're going to go ahead and just dump that right onto our enemy's head. We're gonna swing 5 and try to see if we can't get some cards out of their hand. That would be ideal. Yeah, they're gonna jump up to 7, so that means they got only 2Ks, and we're gonna starve them a bit. Oh, they had to use You're the One That Should Disappear. Now, unless they have a rush card, we're looking pretty good. They got the 10 Mom, of course they do. They're gonna... Cappy is crashing out, y'all. Crashing out. It is so Jover. No blocker. Uta. Boom. Please, let me... Okay. This is Mulgun. That does nothing for me. Does absolutely jack for me. Here's what we're gonna do, though. I think it's over. I think it's just Jover, friends. We didn't see what we needed. We didn't see what we needed, and just like that, it was GG. We're gonna go ahead and kill this Nami. We're gonna swing in 5, 5, 7, 12. And do the best we freaking can. Okay. Boom. Kikanojo. Of course it's Kikanojo. Of freaking course it's Kikanojo. Why would I Another Newgate. Another Newgate. I run so many Newgates because it's unsearchable. Okay, friends, listen up. Listen up. Is this deck fun to play? Yes. Will you win games with it? No. No, you won't. Is this a deck that I would take to locals even? No. Because honestly, I kind of think I like rogue decks. I like building decks for leaders that I think are underpowered. I think that Uta, I see the strategy. You ramp up, you remove with your ability. That's how you use the ability. It's very, very fun and good. The problem is you get to the late game and you are already too lit. You already don't have enough cards, because since you have to discard cards, you get rid of all your counter in hand, so you take these big hits, and then when it gets to the end game, of course, you can get out your big characters. You can get out these massive characters like this big freaking Shanks, but it doesn't matter when you have already lost so much tempo. Am I playing this deck wrong, friends? Please, in the comments, put your own list below, because I freaking love this creepy girl, this wonderful singer with mental issues. She's my favorite. But I just wish I could get it to work. Maybe I need to do some more film cards. Maybe I need to use some more purple cards perhaps. But the thing is, I don't feel like the ramp is the problem. I feel like I ramp effectively every single time. I get to 10 2 or 3 turns before my opponent almost, but it's just not enough. It's just not enough. Maybe I'm just completely crashed out because I played this deck for 2 whole days and have had very little success. But maybe it's not me, and maybe it is Uta. That could be it too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and please make sure that you swing tall and like and subscribe. Deuces.